Well, unfortunately, folks, we've got a bit of a bonus car vlog episode today. Not one that I was originally planning to do. But this video was, of course, going to be my announcement that I teased a couple of days ago for my next competition. It was going to be a pretty damn awesome competition, I might add, for a Bentley Supersports. Now, my review for that Bentley is going to be coming out in the new year. First Beards and Cars video of the new year, in fact. But for now, I'm actually going to have to cancel that car. Now, I am going to replace it with a different car, or at least that's the plan. And ironically, the car that I'm replacing it with is a car which I think more of you would probably be interested in, and it's actually a car which was my first choice, the original one that I was planning to do. And I'm not going to say what it is just yet. Well, in fact, I guess I can say a Jaguar XK-RS, 4.2 generation, the one that they only made 200 of, aka my favourite Jag XK of them all. For those who are curious, I've actually already reviewed one earlier in 2022. So what happened with the Bentley? Why am I not giving the Bentley away anymore? Well, you can probably figure out the reason why, and the reason why is because it's a Bentley. They are amazing cars, and to be fair, I mean, if somebody won a Bentley for £5, I don't think they'd be complaining about it. At the same time, though, I wouldn't want to give someone a car that has any kind of faults that I'm aware of, obviously, because that would kind of defeat the point of it being like this awesome occasion. And with the Bentley, unfortunately, it seems to have a bit of a battery issue. And even though it's not something that, you know, can be fixed, of course it can, the fact remains I don't really want to give someone a car like that, regardless of how cheap it is, because that's just not, you know, that's not in good faith. I don't want to do that. So there's no rush, obviously, for the next one, technically. I'm hoping to do, as I said, this Jaguar XK-RS, and we'll have to see how that one goes. I'm probably just going to shift the dates around a little bit now that the schedule has changed. Obviously, on the one hand, it is unfortunate, but I think many of you will probably understand where I'm coming from, and some of you might even appreciate where I'm coming from, because instead of just giving away a car that's got problems, which I think some people probably would still do that, that's just not the way I want to do things. So I'm not giving away the Bentley. I might even avoid a Bentley in future, I don't know, because there's nothing wrong with a prestige car, but certain prestige cars are definitely more risky than others. Like, I mean, take this for example. Many people would tell horror stories about Maseratis. People are terrified of owning Maseratis. But I've had 3 of these now, and I absolutely love them. And these are so much simpler than a Bentley. They can still have their issues, but even when they do, you know, they're a fraction of the cost of a Ferrari, a fraction of the cost of a Bentley. And even if there is an issue, it really isn't that difficult usually to get it fixed. As long as you treat them correctly and keep them maintained as you should, it shouldn't really be a problem. So, on the one hand, it is a shame, but I think what I might even do in future, depending on if any of you were interested in this, when it comes to me changing my car, I may even raffle away this one. Because, I mean, then at least you know I've literally been living with this car every day, so you know you're getting a good quality car. The mileage is still great on it, and although I'm not saying that's going to be anytime soon, if you guys had any interest in winning a Quattroporte, again, for like the price of a burger, then I may well do that. I'd much rather give it to someone who's a fan of the channel than just sell it to some random person. But yeah, we'll have to see about that in future. For now, the Jaguar RS is the next one. That's, I mean, take it again from somebody who owned a Jaguar XKR, 4.2 shape. They're wonderful to live with. They're fantastic cars. Any car can have problems, but it's not so much about whether a car can have problems, it's how awkward they are to fix. And that's one of the great things about a Jag. Even if they do have an issue, they're so much simpler than a Bentley or a Rolls or something like that. They're relatively old-fashioned, most Jags, and the XK is definitely one of those, and it benefits from that. So yeah, unfortunate news on the one hand, but I think most of you will understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, so kind of mixed news, unfortunately not starting that for now, but thanks for dropping by anyway. For those of you, I know some of you were really keen on winning the Bentley, so I apologise for that. That is just an unfortunate thing, but I'd rather have you disappointed in me for not doing it than disappointed for winning a Bentley that immediately needs work doing on it, because I don't think that would really be ethical, you know. So I'll see you back tomorrow with the usual schedule of videos, and thanks for watching.